Hello my darlings, and welcome back to my channel, That Crafty Gamer, where I combine crafting and gaming all in one channel. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. I hope you find something you enjoy and will consider subscribing. This is a crafting and a gaming channel, so whichever you're interested in, be sure to check it out. And I did recently change my upload schedule, so I'll be uploading games on Mondays and Fridays at 7, and then crafts I will be uploading on Wednesdays at 7. I'm trying this just to see if I can get more views later, because when I upload in the mornings I struggle to get views, so I don't know if maybe my community are mostly night people or what. So anyway, with that said, we're about to get started. I hope you like the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and suggest it to others if you think they would be interested in that. And yeah, with that said, let's get started. This is what we need for this project. We need the board, the paintbrush, and the ivory paint. I actually have a couple other paints there. I really only end up using the Lagoon Blue and the ivory, and I was contemplating on whether or not to use that paint tray. I can't use it because the paintbrush I'm using is too big. And those are the stencils we'll be using. This is twine that I cut in preparation for the project, and this is also little twine bows that I made in advance to put on there. And then I thought I might use these flowers, and you'll see later I don't. And then this heart wasn't supposed to be the one I used, but I put together a sample of paint because I had to combine the Lagoon Blue with like a regular green to get more of a green tint. So you'll see later that happens. But anyway, so we're just gonna paint this, and yeah, we'll just let y'all listen to some music while we get this painted. Actually, I think I only do one coat on camera, and then the other coats I will actually do later. And actually, now that I think about it, I feel like I may have forgot to do one side of this, but I probably did it off camera later or something. Because, yeah, I didn't do the side that was, yeah, the other long side of the board. But anyway, alright, so there that is. So this is where I kind of messed up, because like I said, I had to put those two colors of paint together to get that color on that heart. So I didn't mean to paint the heart off camera, but that's the only reason why I did that, is so that I could test it and see if I wanted to use that color. So I thought instead of going downstairs to get the heart that I'd filled in the holes with, that I'd filled the holes in on, I would just use this heart rather than painting another one. But here I had to remix this to try and get the right color, because the words that I'm going to be putting on this little plaque are actually, I want them to be the same color as the heart. So that's what we're doing here. And yep, there we go. We got a good match. So then we can move on. And my camera shut down when I started to wrap the twine around there. That's why I don't have that. And I decided to stop anyway because I wanted to add the stencil before actually finishing putting the twine on the other side. And funny story here, why we are doing our stenciling. And I'm pretty new to stenciling. I mean, I seem to have done really good with this one, but I've tried with other stencils. It just seems like the bigger the stencil is, the harder time I have with not having the paint bleed underneath of it or something. Or maybe I'm just getting better with the little stencil brush or something. I don't know. But funny story here, my husband came up because I had done home and then is and started to do wear, and I had to leave the I out of is because the stencil that I have actually has two J's rather than an I and a J, so I wasn't sure what to do with that. But I got that far before I realized what he was talking about, because I was working on wear, I think, when he was saying, are you going to be able to fit the E and the I there? He does, like, it doesn't look like there's enough space. So, needless to say, I had to undo it by painting over what I had put on there so that I could put the E in home. I did not realize I'd left that out. And I'll have y'all know, I am a former sailor, so needless to say, I did have a bit of a potty mouth this night. And yeah, I was just thinking, I was like, I wish I could put that in like a bloopers section, but I'm sure there are people out there that would not enjoy that because nobody likes to hear a lady use foul language. But I was just having a rough night this night. I don't know. Why don't y'all comment down below if you can relate to that, especially you crafty people or anyone that does videos. You know, do you ever have, you know, a time where you're just so frustrated, but you continue anyway? Like my oldest son, he was just laughing at me the whole time. Well, not the whole time, but he came up to see what I was doing and whatnot, and he just heard me in there cussing up a storm, and he came in to talk to me, and I'm like, oh, don't worry, I'm not recording. I don't put this kind of stuff in my videos. And he's like, yeah, I didn't figure you were. But I couldn't believe how irritated I was. Because I kept getting burnt too. I was like so irritated. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with this glue gun? Why is it burning me all the time? So anyway, so what we're stenciling on here, in case I didn't mention that, we are stenciling on here, home is where the heart is. Hence why I used that little heart. And that heart actually came off of a Goodwill find that I bought. And I will show pictures of that later, honestly, because I am going to be doing another DIY, which is going to be a centerpiece for my table. And you guys will see how I convert that thrift store find into a nice centerpiece using jars and the pieces that I got from the Goodwill store. And I don't know when that video will be up. I'm working on it. I just went out and spray painted everything today since it was nice. And yeah, I'm actually very pleased with how the stenciling was going in this video. Because I don't think I've done a lot of stenciling on camera for you guys because I'm pretty new to it. So if any of you crafty people are watching this, you have any tips for me for stenciling? I am wondering if I should just use a I can't even say the word right now. A sponge for stenciling instead of the bristled brush that I was using. Because I'm wondering if the sponge would actually do a little bit better. I don't know though. We'll see. And my glue gun seemed to have a runny nose, if we could say that, for some reason. Because normally it doesn't drip like that all the time, and I cut a lot of that out because I was literally talking to my glue gun. I'm like, what is your problem? Why are you just running consistently all over my desk? So, anyway. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the other side, the twine on both sides. I'm going to fix this side, I guess, because I don't know if you guys could tell. The letters, the little saying on the plaque did not actually get centered. I mean, I drew lines on there and everything. I measured it and everything, and I still ended up not getting it centered. And that's crazy. I don't know how to get things centered. It's kind of annoying. And I do have a little fix for that, and you'll see on the finish project what I do to kind of offset that so you can't really tell that it's not centered. But you guys will know it's not centered since I just told you it's literally not centered. But it's alright. It's so funny. My son was making fun of me. He's like, yay, arts and crafts, because I was just so mad this night. You guys wouldn't be able to tell by watching the video, but yeah, I wish I could put the bloopers in there. But I don't know. I guess I just don't want people judging me. I mean, maybe other people don't get foul language when stuff is just going all wrong. And I don't typically. I think it just wasn't a good night. I was just so easily irritated by things. So anyway, like I said, comment below and let me know, you know, how many times you've gone through that as a crafter, or just someone who's making a video. You're trying to make a video and stuff is just going wrong, and it's like you're thinking to yourself, I'm glad I can just edit this stuff out because people would not want to hear or see that. And actually some people do. I love when people include bloopers. Like at the beginning of their videos. It's kind of cool, but I've never done that, so I'm not sure how I would incorporate that into my videos. And plus, I'm like, do I censor out, like, if I'm cussing up a storm or something, you know? Because I don't want people to think, you know, wow, this girl's a potty mouth, because I'm really not. I can be, though. If I'm like really irritated or something, I definitely can be a potty mouth. But anyway, so I had originally planned to put I planned on wrapping the twine around each end like twice. Like I was going to do 2 strands of that around there on the end. Like a space between 2 wrapped around twines. I'm not sure how to explain that, but I was going to have 2 sets of twine wrapped around each end. And I guess since I didn't get it centered, I kind of decided not to do that. I mean, I think I kind of thought about centering, I don't know if they're stars or flowers, but the little stencil that I put on there, I think they're supposed to be considered flowers, or I don't know, maybe stars, but I'm going to turn them into flowers, as you guys are going to see here in a few minutes when we get done gluing our twine down here. So I don't know, are there any other crafters here that actually like draw out what you want to do before you do it? That way it's kind of set in your mind. I like to do that. You know, it helps me know exactly what I'm going to do when I'm on camera. Of course, this didn't work out. You know, like I said, I changed it just ever so slightly by not wrapping 2 sets of twine around on the ends. And then adding the little stencils. That really wasn't a plan, to add the little flowers on the sides there. Okay, and now I'm just going to glue the old heart on there. And I know some of you probably thinking, well, why would you use the heart with the holes in it? But that's why I have those 2 little beads there. Because like I said, the original heart I was going to use on this project, I had filled in the holes with wood filler and everything, and I have it sanded and everything. But I had this heart up here with me when I was doing the project, so I thought, you know what, I'll just use that on there. I'm like, nobody's going to be too disappointed that they didn't get to see me paint that on there. And so now we're going to put the little beads on there. And I don't show this completely. I guess, I don't know if this was, oh no, the glue gun, I'd already moved it over there. But yeah, I had to put the glue gun on the plate because it was just oozing out of control for some crazy reason. I'm actually really happy with how this looks. And I actually got a picture of it, you know, is sitting up in our living room on our table next to some other decor. I think the little vase in the photo actually is a vase I got from Hobby Lobby, maybe last year or the year before or something. But see, that's what I decided to do with the holes. I'm like, it's fine, it looks beautiful. And I actually had 4 of these hearts because the 4 blocks that they came on, they were actually on there with twine, I think. And I just took them off, and yep, you guys will see that project later. I'm just going to convert that Goodwill find into something awesome. I can't wait to get this centerpiece done for my table. It's going to be so pretty. Because I don't think we've ever had a centerpiece up there. I mean, we do for like Christmas. We put a little something on there. But since I'm making my own stuff now, I might even have to change up the Christmas stuff and make my own centerpiece for the table for Christmas, and probably for Thanksgiving as well. So, because I don't know, you buy the things from the stores, and you know, I get it home and I'm like, oh, it's not as pretty as I thought it was. And plus watching these other people doing their DIYs, and they're making their own centerpieces, and that's just beautiful. I mean, you can tailor it to whatever you want it to look like, so it's freaking great. And now I'm just adding these little beads. I didn't mention that we needed these at the when I was going over the supplies we needed, but I had these already, so I figured, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and stick these on here. That way these look more like flowers instead of stars. But the fact that they're not pointy, I'm going to guess that they're meant to be flowers anyway, so it's all good. And I didn't distress or anything. I know a lot of people do that. I mean, that's why I had the steel color, because I thought about doing a little distressing with that, because I do have that color in my furniture. My sofa's actually that color, so, well, one of my sofas, the other sofa is brown, so, but I thought these little flowers just look so adorable once I added the little beads on them. Y'all have to let me know what you think in the comments. This is a very simple project. Anybody could do this. I mean, the stenciling, like I said, that I find stenciling kind of hard personally, but that's just me. I wish I knew how to, well, not knew how, but I wish I actually had a Cricut or a Cameo. Is it Silhouette Cameo or something? I don't know if that's what it's called. It'd be nice to have one of those. It would, but they're a little too expensive for me, so I can't really do that right now. Yeah, and these little beads were self-sticking, and I decided not to use super glue on, or the hot glue on them. I'm like, well, if they do end up trying to fall off or something, then if they fall off, I'll just hot glue them back on. It's such a small bead. It'd be kind of hard to put the hot glue on there, because it's hard to get that small of a dab, I think. Of course, I don't know. I do have a little attachment that comes with my glue gun, so I might be able to actually make the dabs that teeny tiny. I don't know. This looks so pretty. I need to make a little stand for it though, because I have it propped up against something right now. But hey, there it is. Yay! And I was actually being all sarcastic when I was showing that to you guys there, but you don't know that because, yeah, or maybe it wasn't there. No, it probably was there. I recall, you know, being very sarcastic in the way I said that when I was showing it to you guys, just because I was having an awful night that night. It wasn't that awful, because I was able to like kind of laugh at myself and stuff too, so. Awesome. And once we put that on, this project will be done. Alright, my darlings. So there's the finished project sitting there on the little, I want to say nightstand. It's not a nightstand. End table. And it looks so pretty. It looks kind of blurry though. The photo, it looks better like on my camera. I don't know why it came out blurry in this video, but it did. But anyway, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you for stopping by. Oh, and as you can see, I put a little flower on there to kind of make it offset that it wasn't centered, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, if you stayed till the end, thank you for doing so. I appreciate that. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, hopefully I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye!